We were going under. We looked horrible. We were living from day to day, living totally on miracles. We were about to close our doors. And I didn't know anything about grant writing, so I wrote my first grant to the Children's Fund. And we went through the process, and they awarded us the grant. And that grant secured us. We were already feeding 800 to 1,000 children, but on paper, we looked horrible. Every day, we were going to close our door. We depended on miracles every day.
I think that children that get their basic needs met when they're young have a higher chance of success later in life. And certainly food and love and shelter are the main things that they need when they're at preschool age. And Kids Meals is really helping to fill that gap for some of the most impoverished children in our city.
Not only did they come in and investigate and saw that we were doing these great works to these innocent little ones, then they began to come on board and to really change. They investigated, they took their time. And so then the heartbeats, I call them the 5 heartbeats, they came on board, and then they made a difference. They started to invite their friends. They had a presentation. They opened up the whole floodgates to their friends.
It makes me feel happy to be a part of this because I feel like I'm really doing something for someone else. And to see those children's faces light up because they're being delivered a meal because they may not know if they're going to eat tomorrow.
I remember when we got the check, I cried so because they gave us more, because they investigated and they saw that we were really feeding these kids. They were on the routes. They saw the faces of these innocent little kids coming out to get the lunches, and they knew that this was a serious need. So they came in and they started to help.
The numbers in Harris County are surprising, with nearly 1 in 4 children in the city of Houston or in Harris County being what is called food insecure. We're just trying to do our part to help solve the problem the way that we know how to do it. And we'd love for others to follow our lead, but today we're addressing 1,700 kids a day and seeking to just give them a sense of security that they know where their next meal is coming from.
It's very simple. We're feeding babies. It's probably one of the easier concepts to get your hands around when it comes to charity in Houston. I mean, Houston has got philanthropy like it's nothing I've ever seen. There are so many great causes. But when you think about a cause like Kids Meals, it's just basic. I mean, these are kids who want to eat, and so we're helping them. There's about 60,000 kids that fit the description of not having food, that go hungry. And we're barely scratching the surface with the 1,700 we're feeding. And it's an easy charity to participate in because you can either give financially, you can give time by helping out and volunteering, which can be making sandwiches, which can be delivering sandwiches, helping out in administrative capability.
They're making a difference, a big difference.
Last year, Kids Meals delivered 390,000 meals with a staff of 8. I think that's pretty impressive.
So I'm honoring them and the individuals that put in their personal time, taking us to another level with the dollars and then the expertise of them being on board. They're in companies and they're heads of companies and they've got little children and they've got connections, and they came in and saved this organization, saved it, rescued it, and then took it to a whole different level.